that we were working on when we were doing our other, what do you call it? All the fun that we had the other day when we were working on. Pri, how are you, my friend? I want to do all the stuff that we were working on. Who is that? Hi, Melanie. Okay, I can barely see. Thank you, Pri. All right, let me see if I can pin all this fun love. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Yay. I want to finish our conversation about all the stuff we were talking about with oils and stuff, fats. And I want to kind of repeat where we were at. We were talking about, we came up with all the fats that we were working with. We had our oil, our olive oil, our coconut oil, our ghee, and then avocado oil, butter, and tallow. Ooh, these are the best right here. And and we also actually, I included bacon fat because who doesn't want to eat bacon fat? Maybe some people. Here, Jackson, go ahead. Oops, go get it. All right, so we have a ton of this to go through, but I want to continue with like the health Snapchat. Hey, Kim Ye, how are you? We have 2060 messages. How did I see any of that? We've already completed some kind of fan club thing. Yippee. Pin your also go pin. All right, we're pinning. It's making me pin. Update. Okay. It's one of those days. All right. So extra virgin olive oil. It's rich in monounsaturated fats. Don't forget that. And they're beneficial, and they have beneficial plant compounds. They're associated with reduced risk in cardiovascular and ideal as a primary everyday oil. Right? We love that. Then, hi, Laura. Hi, Kim Ye. Thank you for my glasses. I missed my love glasses. How did I not see that? And then avocado oil. This is like your everyday oil. Throw away the Weston, throw away the canola, no safflower, none of that stuff. It's not healthy for us. The seed oils are a big fat 0.0 for my movie watchers. Avocado, make that your everyday oil. What I do when I'm blending or making a salad, if I want oil in my salads, I'll blend both. For frying, Claudia, I like to fry in a mix of olive because the olive's a little bit more pricey. I would do like a refined avocado and a light olive and blend those. As long as they're organic, single sourced, you're gonna do really well with that. And that's the best way to fry. Please don't fry in seed oils. They really create a lot of damage to your body. And we talk about that a lot here. That would be my number one thing. Hey, J2, thanks for being the number 3 viewer badge. Love that. Hey, Kim Ye, title gifter of the rose. You're welcome, Claudia. Okay, third is ghee and clarified butter. Clarified butter is ghee. Clarified butter is what you do when you're home and you haven't, and you're not melting butter. You know, you're melting butter and clarifying it. For you, Fry, No Fry live you did in January. Are there notes or a video? I don't know if I did. I think it might be under Kitchen Hacks in the recipe vault. That was a Kitchen Hacks class. I'm pretty sure we posted them. If I didn't, let me know and we'll and I'll do it. I'll do that. Yeah, I remember that. That was a good class, and I did have notes. I don't know if I put them up, but if you check, and I don't know if Tyler's here, but if we did, I'll post them at some point. It's not there. Okay, let me. But you see the replay. All right, let me take a note, and I'll send them over to. I have note paper. Yay. I'll send them over to Tyler. Fry hacks class. Yeah, this is another good one. I mean, this has got a lot of information. Hey, Dee Dee, how's it going? You're welcome. All right, so avocado oil. It's high in monounsaturated fats, and it's very versatile because it has a really high heat point, so it is a good oil to fry with. You might find that's a little pricey, but if you find a refined version, it's still better than trying to fry with seed oils. So I would feel more comfortable saying that that's a better choice than if you were to fry in, the Wesson, like our mamas did, or any of that, right? So that's how I would look at it. Also, it's great for people that, like I said, I would blend these two oils together for salads if you wanted. If you didn't want to use that, if you didn't want that really strong olive oil taste, some people don't really like that. So I would say it's better to blend them, and you'll like it better. Hey, Lady Boss. Hey, Cortez. All right. So next is, we did extra virgin and avocado. Next is the ghee and clarified butter. So that's not clarified butter. Here it is. That's beef tallow. Share, repost, tap, 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 tap. Robin's going to be late, so if you guys can surprise her with, over 100,000 taps, we got this. Hey, lady. All right, so for the ghee, all ghee is clarified butter, and what that means is you're warming the butter so the milk solids sort of separate, and when you skim them off, you get just the butter solids. You get the flavor of the butter without all the meat. It is very easy to do, and then this sits on your counter, and it can sit for a while, but it smells so good. Smell that. It smells good. It smells like butter. It smells like butter. Tastes like butter. Hey, BF, how's it going? So that's what I would do. You can also use butter. Watch Chef's replay. Yeah, the replay is really good. And I did it very easy on the fly for somebody one day, and it was a great class because if you have I like to keep stuff in mason jars. So if you have a mason jar, it will last a long time. All right. Then you have your coconut oil. Coconut oil. So for butter, right? Better for lower heat saute. So lower and finishing. When you use butter, the idea is to finish with the butter. So say you're doing say you're cooking a lemon butter sauce. Get all your lemon in, get your white wine in, you're sauteing your chicken, pan-searing it, and then you're letting it simmer in a little lemon juice, white wine, all that yummy stuff. At the end is when you put your butter, because if you start frying your butter, it's going to turn, it's going to burn, and you won't like that. So that I would do it like that. All right. Using a mix of butter plus a high heat fat can give you the flavor and the stability. So say you really want the butter to kind of incorporate into your food, you could do a little olive or a little avocado oil with some butter at the same time in the beginning. That will work also. Level 4, thank you, BF. All right, coconut oil. It's primarily a saturated fat, but it's quite stable when you heat it. But and it's solid at room temperature, so it can add a lot of coconut flavor to a dish. So it's one of those things that you want to use now. When you're doing like Thai food, East Asian food, things like that, so that you get. Hold on one second. I just want to tip this camera. the other way. Let me see if I can do it. There we go. You want to do it like that for flavors. Now there is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but there is a liquid shelf stable coconut oil that doesn't have the flavor. Hey, Carrie, that a lot of people will use when they want a good oil, but they don't want to have the coconut flavor. So you can get that liquid oil. Now, is that really great? I honestly don't have an answer for you when it comes to that. I really can't tell you yes or no. I'd have to do a little research and see what is said about that. I haven't really seen anything bad, but I haven't seen anything wonderful either. Hey, chefs, cooking with real butter all the time bad? Christy, I don't think so. But what does that mean, cooking with real butter all the time? You know, if you have a very high fat diet, thank you, Carrie. I love that. How to joy. So here's the way that I would look at it. If it's still fat. This is all fat. Any way you look at it, this is fat. So, if your diet is primarily low in fat and you're not doing like ice cream and heavy cheeses and, heavy meats with the fat on it and stuff. If you're watching your fats and you choose butter as your fat and you're using it all the time, but if you're eating a stick of butter a day and you're eating, French fries and oil and, all of that, well then, you might want to take a look at that and see. But if your choice of cooking fat is butter and you don't have any health issues, I would say do what you're doing. Make sure it's organic. Watch your fat intake. Make sure that you are eating in a very clean, healthy way. How's that for an answer? You're welcome. So coconut oil, it can be helpful cooking fat option, but it is a saturated fat. I think it is a wonderful oil to cook with. When I look at these and I understand that they're plant-based, and especially when you're looking at the unrefined or cold pressed and certified organic, and you start to think about that, to me, I don't see how these are ever going to be bad for you. Now, if you're a couple 100 pounds overweight or 50 pounds overweight and you're, trying to be really super healthy, or you have cardiovascular issues or all those things, what do you saute veggies in? When I saute veggies, I use olive oil. I am more of a blanch vegetable and add my fat later. Meaning, like, I'll blanch my vegetables, and while they're hot, I'll put a little butter in them, a little salt and garlic, something like that. Or I tend to love my vegetables just blanched or steamed. I don't like to, we have a flash goal. Let's see what it is. Okay, let's see. Can we do it? Come on. Flash goal is 18 gifters love you so much. 18 single gifters love you so much. Let's see if we can do it. We get 15 minutes. So I would say, hey, Janet. So I would say, hi, Ruby. That's how I do it. I can control my butter a little bit better. Thank you, guys. We only need one person each. Let's see how many people did it so far. I can't really count yet, but we'll see. Only one counts. So don't bother doing too many, because only one counts. I don't have a steamer. Can I just on the stove in a basket maybe? Well, try this. 11 more, Carrie, thanks. Try this, Christy. Boil a pot of water. Let's talk about broccoli real fast, right? Boil a pot of water, I'm going to show you. Howdy, Potter. Let's boil a pot of water and I'll show you how you blanch broccoli, and then you'll understand how you blanch all vegetables. Thanks for my heart and my mustache. Oops, shut my light out. All right, hold on, let me see, where can I plug this in? All right, let's see, hopefully my, hold on, I'm gonna plug this in. Give me 1 second. 1 minute. I would just want to plug my laptop in another. Hold, please. And we'll boil it and I'll show you how you steam your veggies. This is a great way to do it because you'll get good results and you'll use less. Jump into the fun and help with the flash goal. Whoopee! Yeah, if you're loving this, it's always good to support your creators. It helps with engagement, all the stuff that they do. Okay, so I'm filling up a pot of water. Now we don't really need a lot, so I'm just putting some water in here. And then this has been very annoying lately. I don't know why. Wait, maybe we have to, there we go. All right, we'll put this on, cover our pot. There it goes. Okay, so we're gonna let that go and we'll keep chatting and then I'll show you how I how I blanch vegetables. Because it's good to see it. It's a very easy technique. And if you don't have a steamer basket, this works just as well. Maybe even better, because then you have all this liquid with the vegetable water in it, and it's really kind of nice to have that. You might want to drink it, or I don't know, water your plants with it, give it to your dogs. Anything like that'll work. All right, so where were we? We were somewhere. Hold on. I love when you guys take me on a journey of things to cook, and we can just kind of get right into it. Okay, let's talk about seed and vegetable oils for a quick moment again. Those, thank you, Janet. Those I will always say, you're welcome. Anytime, that's what I'm here for. We can't, oh, we got 10, we need 10 more of those things. What is it? Let me see, we'll let you pin it. All right, here, we'll pin it. Pin. Couldn't pin, you can only pin a goal every 5 minutes. Oh, somebody put the join the food movement up. All right. Hi, Latana. How are you? Hi, Viviana. Thanks for my heart. Thanks for my Go Populars. Thank you for my team. Latana, thank you. You guys are awesome tonight. Thank you very much. All right. So seed oils are a no-no. Let's just, I don't think there's any redeeming value to seed oils in the body. I don't. I would, if I'm not a big person that throws out, that likes to throw out food. That's not my scene. But for this, I would. How do I repost? I think if you push the arrow that's at the bottom, or you can tap on my face and that reposts. All right. I've missed you guys. We miss you too. How's nursing school? I hope you're doing good. Thank you for all the shares, Latana. Latana, thank you. Quiz fail. Oh. I found. I'm so glad. Well, I knew that was going to happen. Share button, repost. Got it. Did everybody get that? I failed my test. Should I give you a let food be a remedy test? All right, we're going to let this, oh, it's getting there. Okay, so now it's me, Rosie Bonita. Hi, Rosie. How are you? I'm going to do ribeye and lobster tails this week. Lady Boss, that's some yummy food. What are you going to serve with that? That's yummy. All right, so let's keep going with this because I have to jump at like 10 to 7 for our live cooking class. So if you guys haven't asparagus, perfect. That's perfect. Are you gonna roast them, saute them, steam them? What are we doing? Superfan Motok in the house. Love you so much. Are we so close to that goal? Hold on, let's see. That's Superfan. Oh, did it go? Oh, no, here it is. Oh, no, we're at 10 out of 18. We only need 8 more. Is that possible? We might do it. You can only do one person at a time counts. That's it. Everything else doesn't count for the gifting. It's so annoying. Anyway, all right. So seed oils, no. Practical kitchen hacks. Label your bottles. Use masking tape and marker to label a bottle or jar. What kind of fat it is, right? Like you can say EVOO for your avocado and what it's best for. Dressings, low heat, okay for roasting, good for this. We had ribeye, shrimp, baked meat, and white potatoes, salad, and steak at home. Oh, was that for Valentine's Day? That's kind of nice. We went out to my most favorite restaurant, the only restaurant I will go to. It's my favorite. Thank you for my heart. We went to a place called Catherine's in Cold Spring, and they're closing. They're doing Mardi Gras on Tuesday, and then they're out. They're in Cold Spring in New York on the Hudson River, sort of. It's the only, really at this point, the only restaurant I like to go to. We went to the casino and taco truck. I had steak and green beans. Look at you guys. Can you fry with EVOO? You can, but I would mix it. It's too expensive. It can be a little sensitive to high heat. Avocado is the best. No, olive oil does not turn carcinogenic. When your oils go to a high heat, that's the issue. What you're looking for is, that's why you want to know, oh, you know what? I know what I'm going to make, you guys. I'm going to make a chart. I got something I can do. I'm going to make you guys a chart that we can post. Are you taking notes, Tyler, so you can bug me when I forget? Chart for oil and which one to cook, right? What to cook with. That will help. I haven't changed, Janet. Cook with. I see olive oil. I use olive oil for pork chops. Okay, when you say that, do you mean when you bake your pork chops, do you bread them and then bake them, or you bread them and fry them? Classy, how are you? All right, we got a boil. So let's move this over, and I'm going to show you how that works. This is great. I'm so glad that you said this, Christy, because I think everybody wants to see something like this. All right, I'm going to get out some broccoli. I could have got some broccoli. Let's, I'm just going to cut it. Now, one of the things you want to remember when you're cooking, when you're blanching vegetables, you don't want to cover them. And the reason why is if you cover them, they'll lose their brightness. Okay? I don't know. Do you guys remember the last time we did broccoli on camera? Do you remember that? Don't say it. But if you remember, just maybe, I don't know, put a heart in the chat. Or like a vomit mouth in the chat. Who remembers that? Congratulations with your kitchen towel. Oh, you like my kitchen towel? You know, you can get one of these. If you go to the LINK and my BIO, they are there. You can follow that, and you can check it out. All right, so now we're going to take this. Now, these are all cleaned and washed. Anyone that hasn't sent I love yous, I know, can we do it? All right, now, here we go. Watch this. I'm going to see if I can move this down so you can see. Hold on. All right, open this. Now, that's had a nice rapid boil, which is fine for this. I'm going to drop these in. If you're nervous, I'll show you. We'll do it a slotted round spoon. This is one of my favorite tools. I love this tool. It's so nice to use because you're not gonna hurt yourself putting your broccoli in. So now let's set a timer for 8 minutes, right? And this is it. Now, if you want at this moment, you could add a little salt to your water because, you know, it's sort of like adding salt to pasta water. Pasta water. Can you tell my New York accent? Okay. I just put a little salt in there and that'll be nice to cook with, but you're gonna watch this as we're chatting. You guys can see that, right? 3 more, that's all we need is 3? My God. 3 more to hit our goal. 15, 16, 17, 18. We need 3 more people. We have 3 minutes. It has to be different, 3 separate people that have not ever haven't done one of these during this thing. Oh my God, we're at 17. Did we do it? Oh. You guys are awesome. We made 3 new friends. Yippee! Thank you. I mean, it's the little things that make us happy, right? All right, perfect. Now, I want you to watch this. Did somebody set the clock? Because I did not. Hey, Bianca, how are you? I know, Kim Ye. The little things make us so happy. What is that cool thing? I love that. Same color. I'm going to take my sweater off. Hold on, I got to get off camera. They don't like when you take clothes off on camera. I mean, it's just a sweater, but whatever. Okay, so can you guys see what's happening? You see how it's going to get brighter and brighter? That's what we're looking for. And then it takes maybe 6 to 8 minutes to do this. So when you get to 6, thank you, Viviana. I really appreciate that, honestly. I'm going to tell you, this is what I'm learning. Engagement is the most important thing for your favorite creators. Engagement is, you know, posting, sharing, comments, scrolling, tapping, all of that stuff. Diamonds, cabbages, all of that stuff is what builds creators. I'm learning that. Had a wonderful dinner at Mom's today. She made this wonderful Middle Eastern okra dish. It sounds delicious, even though I can't stand okra. I would eat Middle Eastern okra. Big B's mental state. Hello. All right. So I can turn this down just a little bit. And then if you don't like, I'm not a fan of my broccoli mushy. So we're getting there. I'm sticking my fork almost through the broccoli. And then you want to keep it nice and bright. And then I'm going to show you how I like to season my broccoli. This is how I do it. Is the rice balls recipe in the vault? I've been craving them. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The rice ball recipe is somewhere, I believe it's an Italian night. It's either an Italian night and or in the, thanks for the follows. Thank you guys for all the follows. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy, engage, be involved. Here's this post too. Where is that pin? I'll put it up here. Where is it? Here. If you guys join this movement, you will. Oh, it won't let me do it yet. All right, hold on. We'll pin it in a minute. But there's a little yellow arrow somewhere down there. If you go there, it's the LINK and the BIO and the ST and my buddy Stan. Hey, if you go hang out with him, there's so many wonderful things in there. My cookbooks. We have a soup cookbook. We have cooking classes. Tonight I'm leaving here in about 20 minutes and I'm going to go teach a cooking class. It's game night food. We are doing steak nachos, cauliflower, spicy bites, all kinds of fun stuff. You love broccoli? Yeah, we're almost ready. Who set the timer? Anybody? They're pretty close. So now, yeah, these are good. This is where I like them. Christy, you're here, you're watching. So I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to unplug it too so we don't listen to the noise, the fan of this. What are we cooking, ma'am? Sean, I'm just showing one of my followers in here. She asked me how I cook my vegetables, so I'm showing you. We kind of just, around here, we just kind of go with the flow a lot of times when I don't have anything that I'm really engaged in. Okay, look. Now, usually I'll just dump the water out and take the bowl, and put them back in the pot, but I want you to see it. Okay. I might put it back in the pot because it's nice and hot. I'm just going to pour this water out because my dogs are not going to eat that. All right. So now I have my broccoli. Look how bright and beautiful that is. So I'm going to put that in here. And then all I'm going to do is add a little butter now, a little salt. Well, first let's taste it because we did add salt to the water. So, it really needs nothing. It's really good. Remember, my jam is organic food. So for me, everything tastes better organic. I know a lot of people, until you see it happen, until you start eating and trying things, you don't really realize how wonderful. So I just put in maybe 2 teaspoons of butter. And I'm just going to mix that around, Christy, just like that. And now my family loves garlic on their broccoli. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to just call you Bunny because that looks like a bunny rabbit. Thank you, Bunny. All right. Now, I'm going to take some garlic powder because I didn't saute. And I don't really like that. So here, I'm going to put a bunch of yummy garlic powder in here. All right. So if you've not been here before, see how easy that was? Now, instead of using a lot of oil and making your food greasy and, you don't know if you're eating too much, too little, you don't have a smoke point, you don't want a smoke point. Also, if you really want to get rid of the milk solids, you can use your ghee and create that. And that will do just as good a job. Also, you'll get the flavor of the butter without the milk fat, right? And then look, right here, I will show you this little trick. For those of you who have not been here before, I'm Chef Liz. I've been cooking organic whole foods for over 40 years. And my jam is to come here and teach you everything I know. We have a recipe vault of all my favorite foods and everything we teach. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful resource. If you like to cook from recipes, if you need ideas, there are so many in there. There's over 500. And then on Wednesday mornings, usually we do a kitchen pharmacy class, and I connect food as your remedy. We just finished a whole deep dive into autoimmune issues. The simpler, the better. Exactly. I have to tell you, I mean, I have a high-end catering business out of the shop that I work in that I've been there for 21 years, and we'll be live there in a few days. I just have a lot to catch up because I was away for a while. But I will tell you, look at how beautiful that looks. Look how nice. Oh. Could you do carrots like this? Christy, you could do every vegetable like this, but each vegetable is a different time. And and you have to play with that, right? Play with that, right? To me, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, those all need, carrots may be longer, 8 to 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes. Broccoli, cauliflower, these could go for 6 minutes. I think they taste delicious. I love eating my vegetables like this. Honestly, the cleaner the vegetable, the more I love it. Claudia, we just did a whole series in the recipe vault under Kitchen Pharmacy under menopause. A ton. I don't know if I can find it right now. We did a whole 2-hour class. I think I can start doing part 2s. because there's so much information. But it depends on your symptoms of menopause that will determine the types of food you want to eat. Like if it's for hormone imbalance, things like that, those are the things that you have to think about. Delicious. Wonderful, right? And it's great on the reheat. This will always reheat nice. To reheat this, you put it in a little saute pan and you drop a little, like a quarter cup of water, and you just sort of reheat it. Or for me, the next day, I like to chop this up in a salad. Love that. Oh, it's 20, look at my, so Pri is our resident librarian for the recipe vault. She pretty much knows everything that's in the vault and where it is. So if you can't find something, you can always reach out to Pri. Sorry, I'm giving you a big job, Pri. What do we have today? What we have today, Chef, the Windows brand. We're actually going over fats today, what to cook with, when, how. And one of the people in the chat asked me how I cook my vegetables, so I showed her because I thought it would be easy to help. So we just steamed broccoli. Well, we blanched it. Blanching and steaming is different. Steaming is where you put your food over water and you cover it. Blanching is when you put your food in boiling water and you cook it for a certain amount of time. And if you don't have a steam basket, you don't have any fancy foofy stuff, you can do it. You can just do this. And it works just as well. Why isn't that going? Interesting. Come on, community. Okay, here we go. Do you know where it is in the vault for the resources? Let's see. All right. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Kitchen Pharmacy. I think there's a picture of it that says menopause on it. And there's also a replay in YT. Oops. There's cooking with anxiety and stress relief for the holidays. There's asthma, baking for allergens, osteoporosis, supporting Epstein-Barr, preparing the body for allergy season. There's so much information. There's 5 free downloads in that LINK. Yeah, it does, right? I think he, found it. All right, let's see what we got here for you. It doesn't, it actually, is it empty? Oh, here it is, download, got it. Found it. All right, let's see what we have here. Yes, I broke this down into symptoms for you. I found it. Hi. Listen. Okay. I don't know where my mouse is. This is my mouse today. Can't find my mouse. So was there a specific symptom that you were thinking about? Where's my menopause friend? Where did she go? Where's my friend? Where are you, friend? Was it Claudia? Was that you? No. Was it you, Claudia? Thank you for the follow, Lenora. The Windless brand. I gotta check you out. Here we go. Oh, Claudia, it is you. Okay. So is there a specific symptom you were thinking about? Who needs a mask when you have a finger? Exactly. So there's all different, Claudia, if you're still here, you can jump in and talk to me. I will, we can go quickly over that. But let's continue on with our hot flashes. Okay. So hot flashes are, a lot of times definitely a hormone imbalance. The best foods that you can eat. I know it's coming. Gotta go. Have a fun class night. Bye, Janet. Izzy will be home this weekend. So leafy, so for hot flashes, you're talking flaxseed, and I keep ground flaxseed on my kitchen counter. I put this on, I like it this way. Look, it's like this. It's got a really nutty, yummy flavor. I put this in salad, cereal, on oatmeal. I put it on every cereal. Oh, I can put it right here on my broccoli and just munch that right up. Be careful what you say, Pray. Thank you for the follow. So that's what you want to do. Anytime you need that, you want to use flaxseed for sure. All right. What else? So hot flashes are soy products, tofu, edamame. Just be careful that you don't, a lot of times if you get your hormones tested, that's the best way to do it, Claudia. That way you know what soy you can have, what you can't have. Cold water fish, leafy greens, berries, pumpkin and sunflower seeds are great. It's really a good download. Foods to avoid: spicy, alcohol, caffeine, processed foods, and high sugar. I would add dairy to that list as well. And then best supplements. But again, you need to check with your doctor, and see what's coming. At the organics. Black cohosh, soy isoflavonoids, flaxseed oil, vitamin E, omega-3 fatty acids, red clover. If you have a good health food store in your town or in your neighborhood, an independent one, not the big box ones, I'm talking like an independent, go there and seek out their supplement person. They might be able to help you. Yes, I'm always like dairy, sugar, gluten. Get rid of that first and then see where you wind up. All right, so now practical kitchen hacks. Okay, so what I like is labeling your oils. If you're just learning how to cook, if you're just learning about oils, I'm going to make a sheet. You will find it. We will make a big splash and noise that I made it. I don't even know why I didn't think of this before. And I'm almost thinking another fun, helpful sheet will be blanch, steam, roast, and saute for veggies. I bet you will love that, Christy, right? I'm going to do that. Claudia, if you go, let me see if we can post that right now for you. If you go down, well, you have two ways. You can push the yellow arrow that's over there, or you can go up to the top and click the LINK in my bio, and that will take you directly to my friend Stan. And inside Stan, he is the keeper of the recipe vault. Hi, Tiff. How are you? And everybody in here will help you how to do that. Agreed, Derek. Yes, Derek is totally naughty. Okay, so another hack would be stop before the smoke. So if you look at and we did this the other day when we were doing the hacks class, yesterday morning we did. Yes, there are so many branches of skills to learn. Your help is never going to be done, Chef. I don't know who I was talking to or if I was just praying and talking to, but I was like, this is my purpose. It's just my purpose. I love doing it. I love being here. I love helping. I just love this. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. How are you? So it makes me happy. It fills my bucket. Yes. Okay. May I suggest read Eat Right for Your Blood Type? Oh, Carrie, yes. We talk about that book all the time. All right. So stop before the smoke. So if you watch the video, we were kind of doing that little science experiment yesterday at high smoke points, but I will help you. You're going to get that information. I'm going to give you, and if I get this listed into the kitchen hacks, you'll be able to pick this up as well. And you can you'll get all this information. And then there's a cook point and a heat point to the oils, at what point they smoke, and when should you walk away from that smoke point. Let's see. Next is blend fats for flavor. So you can mix butter and olive oil, or butter or ghee and olive oil to balance the smoke point. All right. Combine these two oils for cost-effective salad dressings. So you're not just using, because a lot of people, they want to eat healthy. You want to eat healthy oils, but you don't want the flavor of, hi Evie, you don't want the flavor of the olive oil. Some people don't like that. So if you blend olive oil and your avocado, it gives you a really healthy oil with a very neutral oil, and it cuts the flavor, which makes it a lot easier to handle. So I would say that's one of my favorite hacks. Where am I from? I bet you can guess. You can guess where I'm from. Does plant-based butter have a smoking point as well? Yes, Renee, it does. And test your cooking equipment. Put butter in a high heat pan and see when it smokes. And then you'll know. Throw it out. Don't cook with it. I'm from New York, by the way. Born and raised. I'm a New Yorker. All right. So now, here's another thing. When you're dealing with oils like this, right, and fats like this, you have to keep them in a dark closet. You see they're all in dark bottles so that the light and the heat doesn't get to them. A lot of kitchens, when you get a kitchen and you walk into a kitchen, a lot of people have like a pull-out drawer right by the stove. That is a person who is not a cook. Because if you are a chef, if you are a person who cooks, you know that is the worst place to put spices and oils. And why is that? Because the heat, the temperature in that space right up against your stove, I don't care how expensive your cabinets are, right up against this stove, the heat, and then it cools down, and then it heats up and it cools down. That exposure to temperature makes your oils rancid. So you don't want to do that. I keep my oils down here, away from there, and they're inside this cabinet, dark, in glass bottles, right? I do keep my spices up here. This tends to not get too hot, I notice, but this is as close as I'm going to get. I don't like them down near the oven. This is a little bit better right here. But again, don't store your spices and your cooking stuff. No rice, no grains. I don't know anything that belongs in those drawers right by you. If I was designing kitchens, I would never do that. It would be the first thing I would change. Drives me crazy. Those people don't know. So if you're a kitchen designer, stop doing that. All right. Store fats like they're perishable, right? Because they are. And if you don't use oil a lot and you have an oil sitting around for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, that's a problem. You don't want to do that. Why is that? Because I have YT on. Your friend had one? Which one? I can't. I'm on YT. Hi, Secure Shift. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Thank you for my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so next, signs oil is going rancid. It smells like crayons, paint, or old nuts. It will smell, I don't know how to say it, but it will be like it's rancid. And that's what you don't want. It tastes bitter and sharp and off, like old. Her oils and seasonings in a pull-out next to the stove. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not the best place. And if you're going to do that, if you do have that in your kitchen, maybe put tools down there or pot covers or pan covers and move the oils. That's better. And then if in doubt, throw it out. And you can also, another good thing you can do is maybe put a piece of tape and know when you opened your oil. If you opened your oil and after 3 months or 4 months you haven't finished using it, it's time to let it go. All right? Let me see. Are we going to get through this? I don't even think we're going to get through this class tonight. This is a good class. Let's see. Simple recipe. Oh, I have recipes in here for you guys to use oil. I have an eggs and ghee, a high heat roasted vegetable. Pantry check. Simple swap. Generic vegetable oil or fry oils. Go to light olive with a mix of avocado. Very good to do. Butter for high heat searing. Don't do that. Try ghee with a little avocado or olive oil. That's another good way to do it. Large jugs of oil that sit. Huh. That was very strange. I just got a disconnect from someone's live. I never heard of them. I don't even know if they were in here. So weird. So very weird. Hi, Motak. Thanks for my fluffy hearts. Thank you for all those fluffy hearts tonight. I really appreciate it. That was the weirdest thing ever. I don't understand what just happened. Okay, then let's see. Generic oils, butter, seed oils, and all dressings. You want to take them out and you want to replace them with olive oil or avocado. I suggest you blend the two, pour them half and half, maybe put them in a, buy your two oils and then mix them into, I don't know, I guess a mason jar. You could do that. That really works. Hey, Trisha, thanks for the follow. I would do something like that. It's the best way. Hey, just follow. Let's see. What else? Avoid letting your oils get smoky. If that happens, you have to throw it out. Like if you pour your oil in a pan and you immediately get a white smoke, you really want to get rid of that. You don't want that. All right. Store oils away from heat, light, and air. Anything that smells or tastes off, you want to get rid of. Thank you for my hat. My hat of joy. Ooh, that hat. I love that hat. It makes me so happy. Thank you, Renee. Oh, I don't even know where. Oh, I love those glasses. Do they fall on your head? There we go. Hello. Oh, they do fall. That's so cute. I love that. Hi, welcome in. Nice to see you. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat and I'm happy to answer them. Hi, Carrie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my love glasses. Appreciate that very much. Yippee. Okay, now let's see where we are in our reading. I might be coming back. I will have to jump in like 2 minutes and I will be back. I will definitely be back tonight because tonight is the end of the week, right? We are closing in on another night, another week. Hi, Adrenaline. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Shift. Thank you, Secure. Well, here's my daily. Here we go. Ay, ay, ay. Here it is. To get a fragment, we only need 2.5 diamonds. Yippee. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. Oh, Corgi. Hello, my friend. All right. So next, I want to talk really quick, and then I'm jumping about chicken fat and bacon fat. Chicken fat is called schmaltz. It's a Yiddish term. So if you're in the Northeast or you grew up Jewish or in a Jewish neighborhood, your grandma called it schmaltz. Where's the schmaltz? I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood and we loved it. That was just what we called it. So chicken fat is mostly monounsaturated and saturated with some polyunsaturated. It's more heat stable than delicate, but it's less so than saturated fats, okay? And it's best for medium heat sauteing and roasting when you want rich, savory depth. It's really good if you're putting chicken in any type of soup. If you get my cookbook, you'll see that it always talks about chicken fat. Because if I make any soup with chicken, any soup that I have that I want a chicken flavor, I will use that schmaltz. And schmaltz is like, it's not only the fat, but it's that gelatinous sort of part of the rich, hey chef, how are you? It's sort of that rich, gelatinous, like, do you ever see if you got a rotisserie chicken if you turn it over, you'll see like little gelatinous sort of, like it looks like jelly, and you're like, oh, that's gold. We call that liquid gold in a kitchen, for sure. Whether you're a vegan chef, or, I mean, if you're a vegan chef, you're not going to call it liquid gold, but I am a professionally trained vegan chef, but it's liquid gold. It tastes delicious. It flavors chicken soup like nothing else. It's so wonderful. Thanks for the follow, chef. Rah, love that. So cute. Thank you. Mighty sweetie. You lit that up in my gallery. Thank you. All right. So we only need 1.7 carbs left. We have to get that. Well, if we don't get it now, I'm coming back and we'll talk more. So if you're going to use chicken fat, it is not something you should use every day. Obviously, it's not the healthiest of fats, but if you're going to make a beautiful soup, Renee, thank you. A treat for my lion. My lion was hungry. Carrie, a title gifter 10 times now. Thank you. We have to jump over. Who's going to the cooking class tonight? Ring, ring, ring. Hello. I love that. What is that thing? Are you supposed to hear a song? I love these new gifts. They're so fun. All right. So we got our fragment. And then tonight's going to be a good night. We're getting fragments tonight. Love call. Okay. So, if you're going to use chicken fat, I would say to you, use it sparingly. Use it when, for chicken soup, chicken gravy, chicken, things like that are special. The next one is bacon fat. It's predominantly a saturated fat because it's solid, right, at room temperature. Oh my God, it smells like breakfast. It smells like Saturday morning breakfast by the fire. You have a house full? That's all right, Carrie. I understand. I'm going to be there in just a minute. You sent a super fan box? Okay, hold on. So that means somebody will become a super fan if they open it in 3 minutes. As soon as that opens, we're bouncing. Got you. All right, so somebody's going to become a super fan when they open that box in 18 seconds. Was he being a duty bomb? Somebody's going to become a super fan. Who's it going to be? So the bacon fat, relatively stable at medium hot to high heats. It contains added salt and smoke from the bacon uncured process. Thank you for my heart. Yes, it's a new thing. You can buy the box and then it goes up there. What does it say? 1 minute and 42 seconds. And when it opens, whoever has clicked on that, I think one of those people gets a super fan. Is that how it works, Tyler? I think that's how it works. Okay. Again, another thing where I know it's so fun. Another thing, I know what Renee's thinking. I found a place that people can still become subscribers for like $3.99 and $2.99. Did you see that? Oh my God, the smell. I love the smell of bacon fat. I never liked bacon. And then one day I liked bacon. And now I love bacon because, again, I use that for very specific things. Soups, mostly soups. My broccoli cheddar, I use bacon. I use bacon in my New England clam chowder. I use bacon fat in a couple of really yummy soups. Thank you for my fluffy hearts. Thank you, Ruby. You guys are so generous and loving tonight. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. How much more time do I have? Let's say 27. It's so small. I hope you guys all clicked on it. Somebody's going to get it. And then still rotate cleaner fats like olive, avocado, ghee for daily use. I thought I knew slot, and now I'm doubting myself. Watch. Okay, here we go. It's going to open. 2, 1, 0. Superfan box is empty. Welcome your new superfan to your fan club. Who is it? Who got the superfan? Lady boss. Woo, woo. Welcome to the superfan. Don't forget, tomorrow night is our superfan cooking class. What is our topic? I don't even know. Let me see. Can I find that? Who knows? Priya, you there? My beautiful librarian. What's tomorrow night's superfan class? You did. You got it. Woo! Renee asked Tyler how he did it. I have no idea. Look at this. Live will end. My face has been in here the whole entire time, and I got a puzzle piece. Ridiculous. All right, guys. Thank you for my kiss, Lord. The mark of love. Were you vegan? Folk, I was professionally trained vegan chef by, I went to a cooking school in New York called the Natural Gourmet Institute for Food and Healing. And I graduated second generation vegan chefs out of New York City. I was in that school like the second or third year that it was open. There was only 8 of us in my class. When the school finally closed about 5 years ago, I think they had 20 or 30 people in a class at a time, maybe more. And I had a home delivery service for organic prepared meals that was vegan back in the 90s, early 2000s. Actually, mostly in the 90s. And is it linked to the Matthew Kennedy School? I don't know that school, but I'll write it down and look. I don't know the answer to that. It was on, I want to say 23rd and 7th Avenue in New York. Oh yeah, you can watch my pin. There's a whole story. I tell my story on my profile if you want to watch it. Matthew Kennedy School, but it was fabulous. She was my mentor. With my work, I actually got to cook for King Fahad's family in Saudi Arabia for a women's center there. Oh, people are waiting. All right, I gotta run. I'm teaching a class tonight, Matthew Kennedy School. I'll check it out. I'll be back later in a couple of hours. We'll end the night together. I'll stand here and we'll cook stuff. I don't know what we'll cook, but we're going to cook something. All right. So I will see you guys all later tonight. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys all later today. Thank you for all your love. Go be heading to your mom's. Okay. Have a wonderful time with Mama. Thank you, Folklore. I really appreciate all your love. My dad ran his daughter's command post. Oh, King Fahad? Really? Interesting. Love that. We need to chat. I will talk to you guys all in a couple hours. I will see you shortly. Thanks for being here.